What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, earlier this year, there was a quote-unquote piece of leaked concept art from Marvel Studios that depicted Doctor Doom in what was said to be a post-credit scene for Wakanda Forever. But as we approached the film, those rumors died out, and as soon as Wakanda Forever was released, producers and the director alike said there was never a plan for Doctor Doom to be in the film. And while we didn't have a chance to talk about it yet at the channel, other Redditors and YouTubers have correctly pointed out that there is definitely something up with the editing late in the first act, early in the second act, between Lake Bell being a big enough actor that you simply wouldn't kill her off as an extra with no explanation, and then Riri Williams' vibranium detector somehow finding its way into the hands of the government with absolutely zero explainer. It would seem like there should have been something or someone revealed later in the film, say in a post-credit scene, that would have explained both instances. Alas, Wakanda Forever came and went, no sign of Doom, and as it stands, we still haven't confirmed whether or not that concept art was real. But that's where we find ourselves today with everybody's favorite anonymous 4chan post that seems to depict Doctor Doom's MCU debut and his role in the upcoming film. We're going to go ahead and read through it, break it down, and annotate it where we can. I, of course, will issue the normal spoiler warning, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews, to the occasional industry insider report, and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. We're also doing a daily exclusive variant comic giveaway. We'll announce brand new winners at the end of the video. Again, all you got to do, be a sub, leave a comment, stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so before we read through this in full, the normal spoiler warning, which is just to say, remember to take everything that doesn't come directly from Marvel Studios with a grain of salt, but occasionally in the past, it's been these anonymous 4chan posts that have been 100% correct. So while they're fun to cover, and for that reason, leave it in grain of salt territory till we hear it from one of the industry insiders or get some corroborating reports. This goes on to say, quote, Doctor Doom is in the Thunderbolts, and not in an insignificant way or credit cameo. In fact, he's in the movie in a featured role as the leader of Latveria, which is where the climax of the film will take place. He's not the villain of the film or even a villain at all. He's presented more like T'Challa in Civil War than anything else. But the fallout from the climax of Thunderbolts, particularly the actions of Red Hulk, will lead him being thrust into the MCU and in a major way. Now, going off the working assumption that this is correct, there's actually a ton to unpack here about the plot, and we'll talk about that in a second. But first and foremost, if you've ever seen these kind of videos at the channel, you know I always go directly for the debunk where I can. But all of this makes a lot of sense to me. There's only an X number of films and TV shows before we reach Secret Wars, and if Marvel Studios plans on using Doctor Doom as the villain in that film, as Doctor Doom has classically been the Secret Wars villain both in the 1980s and the most recent 2015 Jonathan Hickman run, then they've got to introduce him sooner than later. I'm not surprised he would show up in Marvel Phase 5. Latveria being a POI or place of interest during the Thunderbolts is also not surprising at all, because it'll finally make good on the Easter egg and location set during Moon Knight. Now, it was pretty obvious it was Latveria at the time, just from comparing the castle on the hill, the winding road coming down the hill from there, and the Bavarian setting on the houses. They don't even need to explain the connection between Victor Von Doom and Arthur Harrow. He was always obsessed with both powers, magical and technical alike. The power that Harrow would have seemingly possessed with the Scarab would have been enough to pique Doctor Doom's interest. But we were there for a reason that never was apparent during the show. Now they're finally going to go back to that location. Now, going back into the plot reveals itself, and again, just working on the assumption that it's correct, this would explain a couple of things. First and foremost, fans really disappointed when they saw the first team unveiling at D23, pointing out there was no Abomination, no Baron Zemo, and no Red Hulk. Again, this was a couple of weeks before Harrison Ford would be confirmed by the industry insider trades as playing the Red Hulk, and obviously, as other industry insiders pointed out, they didn't involve all of the members during the concept art as to hold some reveals for later. And I didn't think there was a single person after Red Hulk was revealed just weeks later who didn't think he'd be a part of that film. Also, considering their proximity, you got the actor in Harrison Ford to finally play a major character in the MCU. You got two films back to back where he could show up. go ahead and use him in both films. But there have been rumors that not only will Allegra DeFontaine, who may or may not be a Skrull, is the head of the CIA, but that Thunderbolt Ross's character could go on to be President of the United States by the time we get to New World Order. And I would just like to speculate a little bit here that if it takes place in Latveria, Red Hulk is in the film, he steps out because, well, Red Hulk is going to Red Hulk, and Doom somehow ends up killing him, then that would put Doom at war with the United States, and we had heard of a major conflict coming of the US government around and surrounding vibranium. I think it may be revealed that Dr. Doom is ultimately behind what was supposed to be him searching for vibranium during Wakanda Forever, and Marvel not wanting to do too much in one film that was especially supposed to focus on the characters from Wakanda themselves, dealing with Chadwick Boseman and T'Challa's passing. They did a good job of focusing on that, and you could see why they pulled Dr. Doom out, especially if they already cast the actor. There were rumors that had happened as well. Why use just a CGI stand-in? Save him for a later date. If there ends up being a conflict between Latveria and the United States, the New World Order title may actually go on to imply not just New World Order within the US government and what's happening there in the MCU storyline, but perhaps how Latveria and Dr. Doom may be looking to conquer, not only on this Earth, but eventually leading to Battleworld and setting his character up for an ultimate villain role in Secret Wars. The hallmark of Dr. Doom has always been an obsession with power, and honestly guys, he's my favorite Marvel villain from the comics and by far. The level of effed up stuff he's done, and not just the visceral stuff like pulling a Sub-Zero and ripping out Thanos' skull and spine, but the mental stuff, the sort of stuff he's done to reality to torment and torture Reed Richards, I think if done correctly will be a villain that can never be matched cinematically. That's why I think the casting of this character needs to be spot on, and it's worth not just blowing his introduction in a film like Wakanda Forever that wouldn't have focused on him anyway. Using him like T'Challa was in Civil War, introduced where he's showing up from the beginning of the film, and part of the plot for his own intentions during the Thunderbolts film is an excellent way, A, to add gravity to a Thunderbolts movie that may not otherwise have it. Kevin Feige himself during D23 said, what a legend and storied bunch among them, when Bucky is the most known character, basically pointing out they are a lot more less than your major main character. You throw a Dr. Doom into that film on top of Red Hulk, and it's obviously got way more weight. That's a perfect place to use and explore him anyway, and they've got to introduce him at some point if he's ultimately going to be the villain in Secret Wars. But guys, let me know all your thoughts down below, including if you disagree with me and you think Kang will just stay the main villain all the way through. I can definitely see there not being enough room for both of them in the multiverse saga, and it may be that Marvel Studios has a huge departure from the Secret Wars storyline and switches out Dr. Doom for Kang as the ultimate villain. Let me know all your thoughts down below quickly. Let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. We're still giving away a PlayStation at 1 million subscribers, which we are right around the corner from. If you want to be entered to win or for our daily comic book giveaway in December, all you got to do, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below because it's truly random. More videos you comment on, better chance you have of winning. The newest winner for our exclusive variant comic book giveaway from our friends over at That Spider-Man booth and Street Level Hero is Steezo for this comment here. They should bring back Juggernaut too. I totally agree. Go ahead and DM me on Instagram at IamFires, or go ahead and email me on my business email. It's under the About section on my channel. I'll verify you get the comic right out, guys. It's that simple. If you want to be entered to win, again, all you got to do, be a sub, leave a comment. Best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name is Michael Roman. Find me over on Instagram and Twitter at IamFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes under the name All Fires and White. Sincerely appreciate you checking my music out. Thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.